Welcome to the You Heard podcast, your go-to for Miami Hurricanes football. Ben, Joe, Hulk, and CB break down recruiting, hot topics, and game day action.
All right, we'll talk about it at the end.
No, let's talk about this right now because he's completely flipped it on me now.
I hate him for knowing this, bro. This man knew the brand, dog.
Okay, I don't appreciate that. I'm saying, like, I don't appreciate.
What are we talking about, son?
Get into it, talk. I felt
Keeping it a buck.
Let me close these curtains real quick.
You heard. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know you see, man. You heard back at it. Chat, what up with you? Jay Singh, Juan Manuel, J to the U, Chris Gonzalez, I'm assuming. You know what I'm saying? There's the rest of that there, but you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all, man. Another beautiful Sunday, another cold Sunday. Joseph, I don't.
Yeah, you got a hoodie on, man. What's going on?
Family, it's legitimately cold in Florida. I don't like it. I do not like it. This is bullshit. I just want to say I don't know how you deal with this shit. I understand why you were mad when you were down here for the Natty and it was a little bit, you know what I'm saying, the temperature was a little low. I get it now. I will not make any weather jokes for at least a year because this is stupid. It's 20 degrees, fam. It was 20 degrees, and with the wind, it was like 8. We were outside. There was fucking snow flurries in Central Florida. Unacceptable, dog. Unacceptable. This is stupid. Again, not a comparison to what you're going through, to what people, you know what I'm saying, north of me are going through.
Yeah.
This ain't cool, dog.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it. No. Yes, it's cold, dog. I have to put the heat on for multiple days. This is bullshit. Like, no, I don't like it.
Yeah. Not what's up, man.
No.
Keep telling everybody we are tropical folks, man. You know what I
Yes.
mean? I don't no. Not happy, man. My dog outside playing in a foot of snow, running around crazy. My daughter outside, my wife outside frolicking and all of that. Nah, man, not happy.
Oh man. Like IMAX says, it was 34 in Homestead when I left this morning. Man, I was, you know what I'm saying? I went to Homestead, man. I went not to high school. I went to the Job Corps down there, man. That's one of my old stomping grounds, man. Shout out to Homestead, Florida City, Ghouls. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all that down there, man. Joey, how you doing, brother? How was your week? You know what I'm saying? How's been your work week?
It's a whack time, man, because it's cold.
Yes.
There's no football. I mean, I watched the Senior Bowl yesterday or the other day. Was it yesterday?
It was yesterday.
I think it was yesterday. Watched the Senior Bowl, man. That was cool to see Markel Bell and Brock and Maya anchoring that O-line. They did their thing. Happy for those guys.
Didn't they make themselves some money?
Yeah, sinners, it's hard. Markel Bell definitely can move up a little bit, man. I know there's some O-line coaches, man, and organizations that are looking at that size and just wondering what they can do with it. And he has good feet. He's not a board out there, so yeah, man. And there's just basketball on, and you know how I feel about basketball, man. So it's kind of whack right now.
It's not much as far as sports to do. I can't tell you the last time I watched a basketball game, keeping it a buck. So it's just like I'm watching Darian Mensah workouts with Cam. I'm watching anything but, man. Like it's like, yo, this really not much going on. Trying to find some shows to watch till spring, you know what I'm saying? Till we see something that's really just trying to get through these next 6-7 weeks.
Yeah, man. I just need dates. Listen, everybody at the U, man. I just need dates. Send them dates. That's all I need, so I can start making arrangements, man.
That's it, though. Like, let me know something. Let us know something. We need to be down there, man. Watching practice, watching this new O-line. Yeah, man, just ready. Chat, man, how y'all feeling, man? Like football's over. You know what I'm saying? The articles keep going. But what y'all do now, man? Like IMAX says UFL. No.
Yeah,
So,
I'll watch that, man. I'll watch it.
mm-mm. Max says, yeah, you mentioned that on another episode. My dad worked there when you were there. He was security and the bus driver. Y'all called him Grandpa. Shout out to Grandpa, man. Yeah. And that was a wild time when I was at Job Corps. But that's a different story for a different day. That might not ever get told.
Nor there. Neither here nor there. So.
I can't confirm nor deny the conversations that happened or the things that happened at that time. I was a young boy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that. But yeah, man. Darian Mensah's, you know what I'm saying, jet skiing around Florida, around Miami, having a ball, you know, getting acclimated to the difference of Durham to Miami. You know, the articles keep going.
Love it.
It's fantastic. Joey, before we get into our main topic, which is our postseason awards, what you want to talk about, brother?
Real quick, salute to our compadres, CB and Polk. They're chilling with family today.
Yep.
I know how CB feels about basketball, man. So he's loving it. Yeah, man. So salute to both those guys doing their thing.
Facts.
Yeah, man. Darian Mensah, man. I can't wait to see how he works, man. And really, again, looking ahead, I kind of want to see how Luke Nickel and Darion Coleman are doing, man, and see how they, you know, how they learn, how they've grown. I want to see how Luke Nickel has grown. Seeing if he's improved. And I want to see Darion Coleman, man, because, you know, again, the arm talent and what has been said about the young man, you know, gotta see it, man. So, yeah, I want to see.
I don't know if I want to ask you this question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Like, do you think that stigma of what gets said about him, Mike? You know what I mean? Like that judgment of like, hey, I saw this. You know what I mean? From people who, like, does that narrative and that bias? Because there's a lot of people that have that conversation, like, yo, man, he should be next. Just give him the reins. But it's like, and I've said it before, it's like, if you give a freshman the reins, we don't have to worry about it now. But like, if you give a freshman the reins and they're not ready, y'all better be caping up for them. You know what I mean? And because development still has to happen and all that. Like, it's a hypothetical, and I hate the question, but like, does that possibility of a narrative, you know what I'm saying, stick to him? Because like, where he goes, yo, man, he's so incredible. And then when he's not incredible right away, does that, you know what I'm saying? Because people jump on that shit real quick on the other side of it. So I hate that shit. I mean, I don't even know how to ask it, but
eventually, I mean, especially at that position, right? At quarterback. We keep saying eventually it's gonna have to happen, man. Eventually, you're gonna have to, if you're spending all this money in recruiting and you're recruiting the best quarterbacks, you got Darion Coleman, you got Luke Nickel, you're recruiting Neiman Lawrence. You know what I mean? Eventually, you're gonna have to at some point give the reins to one of them dudes. Eventually. You know what I mean? You can't keep going. I mean, you can keep going in the portal. Again, it's a proven formula. It has been proven.
All four Final Four
everybody
teams,
in the playoffs had
all four
transfer quarterbacks.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And we're saying all four of the Final Four, but we can go to the playoffs, period. Right? The top 12. Right?
Except Simpson, I think, right? Or was he a trend?
Ty Simpson, not Ty Simpson, but
that's
you know, Julian Sane, Carson Beck, Ole Miss kid, Chambliss. Mendoza.
Yep.
Dante Moore.
Yep.
You know, Yeah, man. You can go down the list. Georgia wasn't though, right? The kid at
Gunner
Georgia.
Stockton, no.
Yeah,
Gunner Stockton, no.
but you see what happened to those dudes who didn't have them. So, but
yeah,
regardless, eventually you have to. I mean, what are we doing here? I mean, then what are we? You have to at some point.
I understand the have to. I give you on that. I give you that, right? Mm-hmm. But if every year you become a destination for like a guy that wants a 1 year and wants to become, you know what I'm saying, either get a natty run or a first round pick, like that's hard to be like when you have a proven 3-year player or whatever it is, and they want to jump on. I was like, hold on, wait. The chances I either become the number 1 pick, right? Because just going off history, or I go to the national championship. Like that's the ceiling and the floor. Like that's fucking like that becomes an easy recruiting measure. You know what I'm saying? Like that becomes really easy. You don't even walk in like, look, this is the NIL package, and this is what the standard is. Can you keep it, or can you want to bounce? You want to talk about
your legacy? Hard for somebody to get. How do you know if someone is not going to do well, or if someone is going to play good in games? How do you know that if they don't get the opportunity? How do you know that ever? Like, I mean, hopefully we can engineer some blowouts, and hopefully these guys can get a half of football, a whole quarter of football, where you could see them in game time situations. But practice, yes, I get it. Practice is practice, but sometimes the practice is stacked against you as well. You know, so I don't know, man. That's something that that's something, man. That's something that could it can be.
Yeah, I know. Because even in the practice, you're still breaking in an incoming player, right? Like it's not like it's a transfer that was like what dude that transfer from Nebraska to Oregon, right? Like that's different.
Dylan
Raiola. Like he's going there knowing he's sitting behind Dante Moore and gets that year, right? Like Dante Moore did with Bo Nix, right? Because Dante Moore transferred and Bo Nix was still there, right? Yeah, Bo Nix was still there. So like they've done it a little differently, where they take a guy a year early, which is dope. You know what I'm saying? But like there is that side of it where like they don't have that development, because they just go, oh, we're gonna get another transfer to back up the transfer. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's how they've done it. So at some point they have to, but it's like the proven concept. Like we just went through it. The guys who were transfers succeeded over the guys who stayed. Like Gunner Stockton, blown out. Well, not blown out, but they, you know what I'm saying, got crashed out against Ole Miss, and Ty Simpson blown out by the transfer quarterback Fernando Mendoza. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, where do you like chicken or the egg type shit?
Yeah, it's because the fans, if you start a young boy with no experience, and we go, Miami wins 8 games, it's gonna be some problems. You know what I mean? Now the fan base is crazy, everybody crazy with it. Are you gonna understand that we started a young dude, or do you start a young dude and you make sure you surround, just because you're saving money by not getting a quarterback in the portal, right? Facts. You're gonna save at least $4 million probably.
Yeah, minimum.
And you continue to build the O-line, you build the running game, you give him all the weapons he needs, and then you give him all the I already know, CB. You give him all the weapons he needs, and then you just let it rock and see what happens. But when does that happen, man? When can you do that? Now you're Miami and you just went to the chip. Now in 2026, you probably have a more complete roster.
Yep.
The O-line group is the only group with a question. And maybe you could say the tight end group. But that's it. The wide receiver group is crazy. The running back room is bonkers. The D-line group, the linebacker, the DBs is crazy. So, how can you justify with all that? And we didn't get a transfer QB. You're gonna say, "Yo, we starting Luke Nickel or Darion Coleman week 1."
Yeah,
people gonna be how people gonna feel about that.
And we're asking, we're asking. We don't have the answers. We fans was like, "Yo, like asking is like, you want to go in week 1 with that?" This
everybody's saying you need to play the people in the room, right?
Yeah.
How you gonna feel with this O-line? Now we just had 4 starters leave on the O-line.
Yes.
So with this O-line, how you gonna feel trotting out Luke Nickel or Darion Coleman week 1?
For a lot of people, the energy ain't gonna be the same. You know what I mean? Like this, the energy won't be the same.
Off of a championship appearance. So the expectation is that you get at least back to the playoffs. No less than a playoff run.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
you got to be in Charlotte. Like that's the standard, right? Because it's like the time you would have done this, right? If you're doing it is after Cam, Emery takes the reins, does well in that, you know what I'm saying, in the Pop-Tart Bowl. You feel a little bit more confident. But again, as fans, right, we don't have all the data that the building has, right? Like we don't have all the data that narratives builder have, right? So those becomes different conversations. And if you go with it, that would have been the normal transition. We're like, all right, that we could do it like this, and then you could do competition. Like, okay, maybe Luke beats Emery out year 2. You know what I mean? Like that's what it is. But like now it's like, hold up, again, first round, number 1 pick, natty run. Like that's a different level of pressure than like, hey man, I really like this guy. That's like, hey, is this month gonna keep us at the standard that we're setting, or are we gonna possibly take a 2 to 3 loss step back because this guy's learning? And then the conversation goes, oh, but it's on the coaches, on our shit. Fam, like the coaches can do a lot, and you know this, Joe, better than me, right? The coaches can do a lot. They can't simulate live rounds, yo. Like when that shit's live out there, that's very different than a team scheming up for you than a practice baby and you know what I'm saying? So it becomes a very different conversation.
But again, you have to find out at some point. We didn't know Mally was Mally until Mally became Mally, until Mally played. We didn't know
Mally's
that.
the one that like the hype lined up though. Mally's they were
it
telling
did,
me
but you still don't know what he's gonna do in college until he's in college and until he's playing. Josh Moore, a freshman, you don't know how he's gonna look in college until he gets snaps. You don't know Bryce Fitzgerald. You don't know he's gonna get 6 picks.
Definitely
until you put him in the game. So as a quarterback, you don't know if Luke Nickel like that. I mean, you looking at practice and you could say, yo, at practice, man, he think he Brett Favre, man. He trying to fit everything in, he's trying to do that. But Luke Nickel done won a championship every year he was in high school, damn near. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So like, what are we talking about? Darion Coleman has played in huge games. Yes, it's different. Absolutely. It's not high school, but they played at the highest levels of high school. Georgia and Florida, highest levels of high school. They were in the highest, Luke Nickel was in the highest classification in Georgia, so when does it happen? I don't know, but we know in 2026 who the QB is, though. So
Darren and he has 2 years left. Yeah, moot point.
And
he has 2 years left.
But as the video, what I said, he's a 3 and done. He's trying to be out of here.
He's trying to be out of here. Yeah. Now look, to CB's point, OJ Frederick is a great example. Look, they've shown guys they'll play him, right? They did it with CC. They did it with Coop a little bit later on in his freshman year. Like they'll play the young guys, but that position, right? Like that position has been
very different.
It's very different. Like
we have to keep it a buck, knowing the quarterback position is different. It's not playing corner. You're not playing running back. Quarterback position is very different.
Yeah. OJ was an underrated guy, though. Yeah, but when do you make that jump? Maybe it's next year, right? Like maybe next year is when Luke takes a step, and then you got to have a whole different conversation. Like, oh, what happens with Darian? Because Luke's gonna have 3 years left, right? That's a red shirt. Like That's a possibility of that. And then that opens up a whole nother can of worms. It's like, all right, you liking Darion over Luke is not a grading factor on why, you know what I mean? Why they went with Luke over or whatever, however that goes. Or do they go transfer again because 10 out of the 12 playoff teams had transfer quarterbacks? You know what I mean? It is Black Raiders. It's a great problem to have. It's a great problem to have. Like, this is the conversation we're having. Is like, if these are the standards, the rooms and conversations are different. You know? So it's dope, man. It's dope. Let's see. I did want to get to this one real quick, man. I saw it from IMAX.
No problem.
Yeah. Hey, man. Sorry for your loss, Max. You know what I'm saying? Always was a good person, man. None but positive things. May he rest in peace, man. I wanted to make sure to get to that before we moved on. But yeah, man, let's get into this Caneswear ad, and we got our postseason awards. You know what I mean? We got our postseason awards. Let's get to it. Where is this ad? Here it is. Bam.
Welcome to Caneswear.
New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Caneswear, man. That's the family. That's the squad. Austin says being able to get the draft versus needing to be the first pick. Yeah, it's whatever they choose, man. They got a way. They got a way to make that path now. They're being shown that way. And if you haven't watched it, please go watch the Darian Mensa workout with Cam Ward. They did it about 8 months ago before the season. Dope Shit X was out there too, so you get to see a little bit more of our future QB1, our current QB1, and get to learn more about him. I was very impressed. Quicker than I thought. Quicker hands than I thought. You know what I'm saying? Was active, very athletic. Just getting to see the workout was dope. But my God, seeing that to like Cam Ward is like, yo, Cam is aggressive with those footsteps, bro. That shit was dope. But yeah, man. Well, this is our third annual. Are you frozen or am I frozen? Never know what's happening. I think am I good? All right, you're good. This is our third annual postseason awards where we're gonna have our guys on, but you know, family first, and that's never a knock. If y'all don't know how we do this, we always do a preseason awards, who we think is going to be the guy. You can go back and watch that for episode, I want to say like 280. Wow, that's crazy that it was that long ago because all our playoff pods. But yeah, man, we're going to add some stuff here. We might make some stuff up along the way. It's kind of how we do it. Y'all know you heard rules. If one of us says it, the other person can't. And then in the chat, y'all decide who it is, and you could throw in your own names. Joey, I sent you.
Only got two here now, so it makes it a lot easier, baby.
It does.
Got two of
very
us.
easy. It's very easy to do it this way. It's very easy. We'll start with one. I sent you the image, right? I want to start with a different number one though. I want to start with game of the year.
Okay.
What do you, and chat, y'all can let us know, man. What was your game of the year for the Canes?
I'm going first.
Yeah. Well, I asked the question. You know what I'm saying? I'm leading it. Yep. And then we just, yeah.
Game of the year to me is beating Ohio State in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Game of the year to me.
Yeah.
Because of the narrative, the national narrative, all I heard was Miami's going to get blown out. Mm-hmm. Miami can't compete with Ohio State yet. Ohio State's the best team in the country other than Indiana. Yep. Mm-hmm. Ohio State has too much, this and that. So the way we went and manhandled them, yeah. I watched the game the other day, man. We were only up 14-0 at halftime, which pissed me off.
Yeah,
so
you were mad. I remember
21, 24 nothing at half.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great showing. both sides of the ball. So yeah, that was my best game of 2025.
I think the chat already took it. Jason said it. I'm gonna go Texas A&M.
Okay.
Walking into 105,000 in a fucking wind tunnel.
Yeah.
The way that team fought in that moment when, it wasn't pretty, right? Couldn't throw the ball, missed field goals, but like I think it was, and I'm spoiling a lot of my future picks here, but like that coming of age of Mark Fletcher in that game where he just started to take that next step, and it was like a beginning of, what I'm saying, Fletcher becoming him again. And after, missing a couple games of injury and, not feeling well and just going into that game, man, like fighting back, and that Fitz pick at the end, like it was only second to one other pick and it happened, and that also happened in the playoffs. But that Fitz pick to close it out, whew, boy.
If we had a category of most heart-stopping game, that shit would be it for me. Because me and wifey was at, we was at the spot. I think Carol, I forgot where we were at out here watching, man, and it was crazy. It was bananas. It was bananas, man.
Yeah, that was incredible, man. Yeah, I just thought I'd add that one in. And I'll add another award here later on in the middle of this. But yeah, man, numero uno, well, number 2 now, coach of the year. How we do it is position coach, you can go head coach, whoever you think deserves the recognition, coach of the year is how we're going to do it. Chat, y'all can let us know. Appreciate y'all, man. 136 rocking with us right now. Remember, we're available wherever you get your podcast. Scan that QR code right there. Takes you to our merch. We got some new shit on there too. We're gonna drop it right after the show.
Right.
Yeah. But I'll go first on this one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'll go.
Yeah.
Corey, I see everything Heatherman.
Mm-hmm.
That look, we could go back to a year ago when we hired him, right? Well, not we, because we didn't have that kind of money. But when the Canes hired him, we're like, we don't know him. He only got 1 year. Like, we talked about it for the whole offseason. He only got 1 year being the DC. I don't know, like, we don't really got info. It'd be nice to, like, have a couple years of data and games to go back and watch. What he did with this defense is insane. Insane. Like, he put guys that you hadn't heard of in the right positions 98% of the time. It was either they made the play or they didn't. It was incredible. Communication was never an issue. You had a couple busts, but they rarely, if ever, went for touchdowns, and the defense bounced back every time. Insane work by Coach Heatherman, man. Salute. And I got to see him last spring, and his energy is bananas. Bananas, though. I'm like, that guy's gonna be a head coach one day. Like that's a leader in that he's going to be a head coach. We got maybe possible multiple head coaches in the future on that defensive side of the ball, but he's one of them. Yeah, man. Heatherman for me.
I hope we haven't enjoyed 1 year of Coach Heatherman's defense.
Facts.
There's a lot of coaches, getting opportunities elsewhere or potentially getting the opportunity elsewhere. So hopefully we get him for another year or so to make another run. I'm gonna stay on that side of the ball, and I'm gonna go with Coach Damian Lewis. For me, D tackles were a big question going into 2025. Whew.
Yeah,
that man number 99 played out of his mind in 2025, man. He stepped it up another level. Always been talented. We already knew that.
Yep.
But he stepped up, man. Justin Scott took a huge step. You took David Blay, and besides his,
ritual of offsides.
Yeah, besides his ritual of knocking the center back.
Yeah, every time.
I'm a
3rd and 3.
Played fantastic, man. Before the young man transferred out, Dante Simpson was playing fantastic before he transferred out, before he got hurt.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Armando Blunt inside. You know, he was doing this thing. So Coach Damian Lewis, man, I salute to you. Did a great job with those D tackles, man.
Jay Singh says, Joe, you was good until you mentioned 11. 11 gonna give you 11 false starts.
Yeah, 11 going.
Yeah, 11 offsides.
He was playing out. He was playing good, man.
When he didn't do that, graded. When he did, like he was gonna give you one a game. Yeah. On a crucial 3rd and 4, he was gonna give you that 5, that free first down. He was gonna do that. You know what I mean? That's insane work. Joe, this is an easy one. I don't think I have an argument for this one or another player to even mention. Offensive Freshman of the Year. Go ahead, just talk about it. Just talk about it.
You want me to do that? I mean, we can.
I have nothing there. It's obvious who it is. So this is
number
obvious.
10. You know, young Mally, Baby Jesus, so affectionately known as. My wife. Every time my wife sees him, she goes, "Oh, look at Malachi." I mean, so he's become a fan favorite in the crib. Yeah, man, just carried himself like an adult, like a 22-year-old man, putting safeties on their back, motioning in, leading ISOs, blocking linebackers, sticking his nose in. That's more impressive than the catches and the run after catches. That's what he does, right? He's been doing that.
Yeah.
But the blocking part of it was crazy. Really impressive, man. Hopefully they can find a way. I know the physicality, man. I know that's what you want to do. You want to be physical. Yep. But you got to kind of preserve the body a little bit, man. He had a lot put on him early.
Yep. The whole offense.
Yeah, he had a lot put on him, man. So, hopefully, in 26, he still has a huge role, but, he gets to preserve his body a little bit, man. But yeah, he's definitely freshman of the year on offense. Definitely. Man.
Yeah. I don't, there's nobody. I mean, that wasn't like, I'm breaking the rules on now. There was nobody else though. Like he was the entire offense from day one. And he never let it down. Like, insane work from Malachi Tony, man. Like, 17 years old, didn't turn 18 till, I think, October?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So his work ethic, his mentality is infectious. Another pillar in that building and in the community, man. Shout out to Malachi Tony. There was no competition for that one for this category, man.
Yeah.
Unquestionable. Defensive Freshman of the Year. It's tough because
it's really only one as well.
It's really only one that was like a true freshman. That's Bryce Fitzgerald. You know what I mean? Like Bryce Fitz comes in the summer. After, because I think Columbus doesn't, right? Columbus? Was it Columbus? Yeah, Columbus, right? It was a Columbus one. He comes in and just, gets 6 picks and just works. They were showing somebody, I think Grant probably clipped that BC pick where he came out of nowhere. Like he's not even in the picture, and then he covers 8 yards while the ball's in the air. It was crazy. Sealed the game against Texas A&M. Like the belief the staff has in him, and he didn't let them down, man. And he's gonna have now an entire offseason of workouts, have full winter workouts, spring workouts, spring practice. Didn't have any of that last year. Came in the summer late because his school doesn't do early enrolling. So Bryce Fitzgerald, man, again, another underrated guy, 3-star, You know what I mean? Like if you go by the rankings, Mally was a 3-star. Like the development and the evaluation of this staff has to be commended, man, because that's incredible. Yo, like he's gonna be good. Like you'd hope he's gonna be good, but you're not like, oh, he's gonna get 6 picks as a freshman All-American again, another one, another freshman All-American. It's crazy. Talk about Fitz, bro.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out. You know, we got Fitz, man. I want to mention Herbert Scroggins. You know what I mean? I want to mention third. He got plenty of snaps. You know, and when he got some valuable snaps. You know, he got to learn behind Mezzi and Ruben Bain and those guys, man. And when he came in, he gave the team valuable snaps. So I want to, you know, salute to him as a true freshman as well. But Bryce Fitzgerald, yeah, man, all the things you mentioned came in cold, affectionately cold, you know what I mean, in the summertime. And I mention this all the time, man. I understand, guys, sometimes we don't know what to expect from guys, right? But this ain't early 90s, 80s football. These kids play football 24/7, 365. That's what they do now. They play football. They play football in front of huge crowds. They play football against, you know, Bryce played at Columbus, man, and he played for Raw, right? He played Raw 7-on-7. They play against the top talent in the country all year round. When they get on college campus, the adjustment is going to be the speed and the workouts, the strength, you know, and the workouts and the schedule, school, you know, everything. That's the adjustment. It's not football, man. It's not playing football. If you could play, you could play. You just got to figure out, you know, the schedule, and your body has to do its thing. You know, it's going to grow. You know, it might grow big to where you have to play a different position, or you might not. You might not gain anything or whatever, and you stay where you at, whatever. But these guys, man, when they come in early and when they come in, especially when they come in January, they have until August, man. Yo, they can play, man. Put them boys like they can play. They can play. So Bryce Fitzgerald proved that, man. A lot of these guys proved they can play, man. So yeah, Bryce. Salute to Bryce.
Yeah. That Scroggins is a great shot, man, because he did get a lot of those reps that Marquise Lightfoot got the year before, right? Like, kind of just slotted him into that kind of position where, like, Marquise was a freshman the year before, and then, you know what I'm saying, you kind of give those snaps, and he earned those snaps because that D-line ain't nothing to sneeze at. Like, he was getting playoff snaps. That D-line ain't nothing to sneeze at, and it's going to be crazy next year too, man. So if you get on the field, you earn that shit. You earn that shit. That shit crazy. One thing that always stood out about Scroggs before we move to the next one, that wingspan was crazy. His arms, like his arms were like the first thing you see and that stood out. Like his hand fighting and like the extension, because his wingspan is stupid. So yeah, man, Scroggins is a good one. Insane that like he's our third defensive end, third, fourth, you know what I mean, like fifth probably. Because if we'll do the depth chart when it gets closer.
A lot of cats, man. There's a
lot of people, though. A lot of people. I forgot about Wilson. So might be 6, but he gonna have to find a way. And still got Cole in there. Cole McConaughey had an injured year last year that didn't leave. That's the shit I like to see. He's like had a hard year last year, coming back from an injury, could have bounced for a fresh start. Was like, nah, this is where I need to be. So salute to Cole, man. Even if he didn't get snaps, that's dope. All right, offensive transfer of the year. Offensive. It's gonna be easy for me. 11.
That's 11. Yeah, talk about
11. Carson Beck, man, came in with all hate, all the narratives, all the articles. Yes, he was injured, didn't have spring. As the season went on, got better. Had his falls, man, and found and picked himself back up. That drive against Ole Miss is forever embedded in my mind. You know what I'm saying? When they had 3 minutes, Carson Beck came in here, man, and was the leader who we expected him to be. Because it ain't gonna be perfect all the time. It's not supposed to. It's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not written like that. But yeah, Carson Beck was absolutely well worth the money. Took us to a national championship. If you remember the last play, that's fine. I'm going to give you the whole movie. You know what I'm saying? The whole picture. I'm not going to do it like that. Took us there, made the plays when needed. You know what I'm saying? Had command of that offense. Couldn't do the things Cam did. He's not supposed to. That's not who Carson Beck was. That's not who Carson Beck is. But I think coming off the shadow that Cam left, I think he did a hell of a job filling in that role and filling in those shoes in his own way. So I'm gonna go with 11, man. Carson Beck, offensive transfer of the year.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And I got Keelan Marion, man, that wide receiver.
Yep.
Consistency, man. You know, we thought he was brought in here to return kicks and be a return specialist.
Yep.
But he became one of the most valuable, most productive receivers on the field and made big catches consistently. Made big catches, man. He had a stretch where he dropped one or two passes, but then, and that was when everybody was cold, you know. But then he showed up big in the playoffs, showed up big down the stretch. And all year, man, like I said. So salute to Keelan Marion. Yeah, salute to Carson Beck too. Absolutely. And I got, you know, Marty Brown is definitely in that conversation as well. You know, Marty Brown was huge all year. When he didn't get his opportunity, he didn't, you know, he didn't cry about it. He sat, patiently waited, then came back in the playoffs and got busy again. You know, made some huge catches when we needed
that third down. That third down, Ohio State.
Yeah, and I always remember Notre Dame, the first game of the season. He was huge in that game, yo.
Caught back a touchdown. Yeah. No, it was Florida.
That was Florida,
yeah.
So, salute to Marty as well.
Yeah, honorable mention for sure, man. Look, these are all award winners, man. Like these guys, we're just nominating to it, and y'all know how we do it on You Heard. If one of us says it, the other one has to give another one. And in the chat, man, y'all let us know what y'all think for these, man. We'll drop the image. Yeah, we'll drop the image after the pod, man, and y'all can comment. Put your mentions on there. Defensive transfer of the year. We'll start with you, Joey, because I started on I went first, last one. This is on you. Where you want to take it?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go with Mo Toure, man. I'm gonna go with Mo, man. Early in the season, he was catching hell. He was catching hell. Yeah. I was giving him hell. I ain't gonna hold you. Did. I was like, yo, what are we doing, son?
Yep. Put somebody else out there. Yep.
And I think, you know, I don't know what happened in the building, but I think an adjustment was made with how they were using him. And he flourished. He flourished, man. Middle of the season, through the playoffs, game-saving tackle against A&M.
Yep.
Gave his damn life damn near to make that play.
Yeah.
Man, and he finished strong, man. And he's coming back for 2026, man. Proved to be a solid tackler. Proved to be good in coverage.
Yeah.
Proved to be good in coverage, man. And he made the plays that you needed, man. So, yeah, salute to Mo Toure.
Yeah.
My defensive transfer of the year.
I'm gonna go with the honorable mentions, and then I'm gonna go with, you know, my defensive transfer of the year. Xavier Lucas, crazy work. Jacoby Thomas, crazy work. The steady, quiet killer that is Zach Poyser back there that lets everybody else do the, you know what I'm saying? That keeps everybody the ability of crashing out. That can't go unrepresented. That can't go unmentioned. That has to be talked about 100%. But Keontae motherfucking Scott, dog.
Crash out Keontae.
Crash out Keontae. I said it when he was hurt. Best defensive back in the country. That's why he will give you the pose for the Jim Thorpe. Absolutely crucial, valuable in every single way. Made him sell a ton of money this year. Was it with his work ethic, coming back we were watching. You sent a text in the group chat, in the You Heard chat, like, yo, he's hitting when he was coming back, like, yo, he's hitting these pads like he hates them because he's flying over the like it was stupid. Keontae Scott, man, that pick against Ohio State was insane.
A moment, incredible moment.
That feeling of joy I had run through my body, and it was crazy when he did that shit to Jeremiah Smith. Missed the block, he read it. It was a wrap, and it was incredible. Keontae Scott, man, came for life, yo, embedded in this shit. It was crazy, insane, Keontae Scott. But man, it was a lot you could have gone with, yo. Like Xavier Lucas did his thing, just came in and was a quiet shutdown corner. If he plays the whole half, you know what I'm saying, in the last, who knows? But yo, that was my guy. So
Ethan O'Connor got busy too, man. Salute to Ethan O'Connor. He got busy too, man. He had a good year.
EOC was crazy. Josh goes, Scott versus Kitchens. Who you taking? I mean, Cam versus Kim. Who you taking, Joe? That's a good question as we go to the next one.
He asked you that.
No, he asked you. I read it. See, that's the shit he be doing. That's a good ass question.
He asked you that, man.
And we'll be moving on to the next segment. All right.
He asked you that, man.
I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't remember the question now. I still see it, but I don't know. There it is. Call Joe ass out. Hell no, Joe. You got to answer two. That's right.
Two. Correct. So that means after you. Two
as well.
In addition,
well. No,
that's after you, dog.
I'll go with the furthermore after you give the answer first. Is how shit. Cam, dog. I'm long pauses on. I'll go with Cam Kitchens. I'll go Cam, just because Cam Kitchens was did his thing, is doing amazing work in the league. But Keontae Scott, damn, that was tough. Yeah, I'll go Cam though. I'll go Cam. Stayed when he could have left. When bringing a new regime. Yeah, what you got? You're not gonna answer?
Good answer, man.
No, go ahead.
Good answer, Good answer. That's a dope answer, man.
Two.
That's a good answer.
Joe.
Josh, that was a good answer. Man.
No, right there. No, right there. Right there. Look at that.
Benny the Bun. That was a good answer, man.
No, right. That's what we're doing. We're just opting out. You opting out. You hitting the portal on that answer. All right.
No, man. For what we did for this year, for 2025, man, Keontae Scott is who in this defense and what he did this year, the impact he had on the defense this year, and the run we made this year. I gotta go Keontae Scott, man. A different question may yield a different answer.
Yeah. HRS came with Joe out here pleading the fifth. Joe, I don't know.
Fifth.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There are so many amendments in the United States of America.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Offensive Player of the Year.
That's supposed to be last. Is this the last category? That got to be last.
We got MVPs too. Because remember, you do the offensive player, defensive player, and then you do the MVPs, right? Because you could get both. That's how we do it, right? Because that's how they do it in the league.
There's only one MVP. There's no offensive or defense. There got to be only one MVP of the whole team.
MVP. Yeah, one MVP, but Opoy and Depoy.
All right. Offensive Player of the Year, Malachi Tony. For me. Consistency throughout the year. Again, everything he did, right? Blocking, running, throwing, catching, leadership as a 18-year-old, impact in the city, impact in the room, impact around campus, impact around the nation. Mally.
Yep. Yeah. I'm gonna go Mark Fletcher. for the performance in the playoffs. Again, first full year of being healthy and at Miami. Can't be, you know what I'm saying? Again, the other guy that came in late, his first year, was injured, got hurt towards the end of the year one, only got stronger throughout the year, and he ended the season petty, as he should have. You know what I mean? No disrespect will ever be tolerated with that type of shit. Y'all know what we're talking about. And just the man that he became in front of our eyes, yo. His shout out to his pops for raising him, man. His mom makes it to every game. Just what he means to this team and what he means, you know what I'm saying? It's incredible, bro. Like, one of my favorite Hurricanes of all time. Definitely getting very close to, like, my top 5 just as a person. Like, just as a person, man. Like, thinks it's selfless as shit. Like, last year, when it should be his year, goes, nah, man, go get Damian Martinez. We need to be better in this backfield. Didn't get phased that Jordan Lyle took, you know what I'm saying, won the spot, just worked. Doesn't care, unselfish, and is coming back for a 4th year to give you another full year of health. Incredible, man. Mark Fletcher, salute to you, man. You one of my favorite Canes of all time, man, for sure. Like, I might have to reshuffle the list here. You know what I'm saying, in the offseason when we had those conversations during this long ass offseason after spring and then before, like, recruiting kicks up. But incredible. Defensive player of the year. There's only one answer for me here. Ruben Bain. Ruben Bain for me is everything I just said about Mark Fletcher. Carries over to this man. Like, comes in, not ranked where he should have been ranked. Probably the best defensive player in the country that year, and just worked. Fought through injury, wasn't healthy. He bulked up, and then he leaned down, and you saw what the difference was. Made every best tackle in the country look very, very much pedestrian every time they lined up. Just would throw tackles around from year 1 to year 3. One of the best defensive ends I've seen consistently at the University of Miami over my 25, 30 years of watching this team, that every year got better. Again, can't go back and watch everybody, so, like, just going off memory, because there were a lot of guys would have a good year 1, and then it would kind of trickle down. But his work, absolutely incredible, man, and a future top 10 pick. But that is just his work, yo. Like, he carried that Indiana tackle the whole way being held. He did it to Zune. He did it to Carter Smith. He named a top 10, top 20 tackle going to the league next year. He threw them around every single time, man. Ruben Bain, my depoy. What you got?
I got Amar Moten.
Ooh, that's a good shout, dog.
And him and Ruben Bain, man, part of a defense that was 6th in the nation in rushing defense. Mm-hmm. They allowed under 3 yards a carry, under 85, 87 yards per game rushing. And just like you mentioned, with Ruben Bain, you know, Amar Moten often had to handle double teams and, you know, work inside, which is not a game, working inside, man. He was able to showcase the best of both worlds, right? He was able to showcase run stopping ability and pass rushing ability. You know, work through getting injured in the playoff. You know, that ankle at Ole Miss, he couldn't even walk. Came back and against Indiana, man, and gave you fantastic snaps.
Absolutely.
Warrior in that room, warrior in the locker room, well respected in that building. You know, I know he's an enforcer in that building. I mean, well respected dude in that building, man. So yeah, Amar Moten, man, he decided to come back for 2026. Salute to him for that. Job not finished. Job finished. Job not finished. You know what I
Job
mean?
not finished.
Yeah.
Every year just got better and better, man. Every year, just incredible improvement from my mind. 99 is my guy. Y'all already know. MVP. Wherever you want to take it, Joey.
Yeah, MVP of this team is Mark Fletcher Jr. for me. Heart and soul.
Yep.
Right. In my opinion, MVPs show up when it matters the most.
Absolutely.
One reason why Mike is the GOAT is because in the playoffs, his scoring average raised.
Yep.
You know, rebounds went up. You know, assists, everything went up in the playoffs. You know, Mark Fletcher, when during the season we weren't rushing the ball particularly well, right? We were averaging, I think, like he was averaging like over 5 yards a carry, but as a team, we weren't rushing the ball well, man. Playoffs, man, just stepped up and willed his team in the playoffs, man. Moments, right? Texas A&M, we're like at our own 20, 25, something like that. Handoff.
Maybe I think we're at the 16. 16.
Yeah,
I think we're like at the 16 when he made that run. Yeah.
Handoff, man. Run 50-yard run, man. You know, gets us right in scoring territory. Indiana, man. You know, running game is getting stifled because we're running up the middle so much. They give it to him on the outside. Gone. You know what I mean? Whenever we needed the tough yards, man, Mark Fletcher. Whenever we needed a block, you know, they sending blitzes. Mark Fletcher picking them blitzes up. You know, worked hands out the backfield too when needed. Heart and soul of the team, man. Mark Fletcher, MVP.
Mark Fletcher, the moment that solidified that, and I can't argue. I'm just going to give you one on the other side just because of how we do it. Mark Fletcher, when he went over to Malachi Toney after the fumble, is my favorite moment, maybe ever as a Hurricane. Like, besides trophies and all that shit, right? Like, just singular moment, and it, like, was one of my favorite because that shit, I was like, oh, this team is together. Like, that's what he picked them up. Malley's crying his eyes out, rightfully so, thinking he cost his team the game, a chance in the national championship, and all that. And he goes right over to him like, hey, man, I got you. Don't you? We're going to need you again. Unquestioned leader of this team, man, on that side of the ball. Incredible. I'm just giving you another one just because for the sake of, like, Keontae Scott. Keontae Scott, although to what he meant to that defense, when you saw the difference with him in that role, and when he was hurt, you couldn't really find the right piece to fill that space, that void that he left when he was hurt. Came back, fights his way back to get back on the field. I'm saying was probably not 100% throughout the playoffs because that's not an easy injury, whatever it was that he had, man. And just comes, you know what I'm saying? Again, like, he was ranked where Donnie Hill was and just became the best defensive back in the country throughout the season and made one of the biggest plays that's forever embedded in our minds as Miami Hurricanes fan. But Mark Fletcher is different, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's different. Like, again, that moment alone, like, I'm for the sake of the conversation, for the sake of the pod, giving you something else. But Mark Fletcher is unquestionably the one. Incredible. And that he comes back is bananas that he comes back. Bananas that he comes back.
Absolutely.
Costeño Origin Green says, damn, no love for the OL. There was no
as a unit, you know, that's if we had a category for best unit, that would be the best unit. You know what I mean? O-line, definitely. Best unit, man.
I mean, D-line, though. That would be the other side.
I think the O-line, man, what they did, what they were able to do, you know, quarterbacks just don't get 5 seconds to throw the ball, man. Like, that don't happen. That doesn't happen, man.
When Carson Beck makes his run to close it out to beat Ole Miss, right? That play that CC makes on that recovery where that, you know what I'm saying, where they stunted and they've had that free D tackle, and he runs like back 6 yards to get that chip. You know what I'm saying? Where he gets that chip to like break it open. Incredible athleticism. Again, another top 10, top 15 pick wherever he goes. But he always worked like that's not, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not who he is. So yeah, man, 100%. Yeah. O-line would be unit of the year for sure. Let's end it on a fun one before we get up out of here. This is also not on the list. Just want to end it here. Play of the year. We're gonna go to picks. Play.
Yeah.
Keontae Scott pick 6.
Is that yours?
That's mine. I mean, yes. That is mine 100%. Keontae Scott pick 6. Yeah. I mean, if anything else needs to be said, just go watch the play again and take yourself back to that moment of what that was like. Just gave up a 60-yard bomb to JJ. You know what I'm saying? They're driving, won a game that we should have been controlling by more, a couple of missed plays. And then 2 plays later, because I think they try to run, and then they try to hit that wide receiver screen, and pa la casa, me voy. Yeah. Keontae Scott, pick 6.
Play of the year, Motore stop on the goal line. Texas A&M
gets his brain
making way, because of that stop. Bryce Fitzgerald gets the game sealing interception to end the game.
And an honorable mention, the CJ catch.
CJ catch, sure.
CJ catch is an honorable mention for sure. For sure.
Yep.
All right, man. Joe, you got anything else before we get up out of here?
Nah, man. Super Bowl next Sunday, so I don't know if we'll be on. We'll discuss that. Doubt it though.
No Super Bowl Sunday. No Super Bowl Sunday show. I can make that claim right now. And everybody's gonna be locked into that. Shout out to Bad Bunny though. You know what I mean? We'll be watching that halftime. We're watching that halftime. Yes, sir.
Man. You ain't gonna watch the other halftime show that they other one they doing?
No. You don't want to see that? Okay. No, I'm good. I'm good over there.
You don't want to see that? Okay. I'm just making sure.
Good.
Maybe somebody.
I'm real good. Hey. I'm real good. I'm good.
Okay. I just man. I don't know.
Wait.
We got YouTube TV. They do split screen, so we can do split screen.
Cool. But solo. You know what I mean? ISO.
Okay.
ISO on Bad Bunny.
Okay.
ISO on Bad Bunny, dog. That shit was crazy.
What's up?
Crazy.
So let's say who does everybody got in the Super Bowl, man? Who y'all picking?
I mean, you got to go Seahawks. I know you can't do it because they dog walked the Niners, but you can't. So you're gonna go Patriots? I should.
They ain't no Kane, Andy on the Patriots, man.
Elijah, and there's a Panamanian on the Patriots. I mean, so I kind of thought
Elijah Arroyo though on the Seahawks, man. Man. Yeah. I forget about ties. Who I think is going to win. They playing in San Francisco too. Oh, that's disrespectful.
It is. It's gonna be Seattle.
That's disrespectful.
Seattle. Seattle. You go ahead and say it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say New England, man. I think that boy Drake May, got something, man. He from the Charlotte area, man. I think
I know why you can't say
popping,
it,
man. No, I think he got something popping, man.
Your San Francisco, your Niners fandom doesn't allow you to say Seattle. I get it. I respect it. Hold that shit to the end. I respect it. Salute to you. But Seattle got that shit. Seattle got that shit.
I'm gonna actually put some money down, man.
Oh, shout out to the Panamanian dude that plays on the Patriots, though. I had no idea that was a thing. Keeping it a buck. So shout out to him. But yeah, man, no show next Sunday. We'll be back Wednesday, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, get your podcast, audio side right there. Leave us a review, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all be good. Have a good weekend. And try to stay warm, man, because it's cold as shit. We out of here.
Thanks for watching. You heard. Thanks for listening. We appreciate y'all. You already know every Wednesday, 6 o'clock. every Sunday. Right on time. You already know.